In previous session, we have studied regarding the real numbers as well as imaginary numbers. Now, as we have seen, under root minus 16 is imaginary number. 3 is real number. Complex number is the mixture of real and imaginary number. If you write this plus this minus this multiplication, these are complex numbers. These and these are real numbers or these are imaginary. That is the mixture. Now, how can we write the complex numbers? First of all, we must know we represent complex number by z is equal to x plus I y, where x and y are real numbers. X and y are real numbers. If we multiply by I, this will be I, y will be imaginary number. Therefore, this is real, this is imaginary. Now, x is called the real part of complex number and y is called imaginary part of complex number. Remember that x and y are real. I have already written these are real x and y. Therefore, real part as well imaginary part are real. Now, we move further. There are some results. If there are two complex numbers, say z1 is equal to x1 plus I y, z2 is equal to x2 plus I y. In general, we write in this form, x plus I y form. That is called x plus I y form or standard form. That is x1 plus I y1. That is the first complex number. X2 plus I y2 is the second complex number. If we see z1 is equal to z, both are equal. z1 and z2 are equal if x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. That means real part of first is equal to real part of second, real part of imaginary part of first and imaginary part of second. And imaginary part separately equal होना चाहिए, real part equal. For example, 3 plus 4 is equal to 3 plus yi. So that means y is nothing else except 4. Similarly, if we write x plus 2 plus y minus 3 I is equal to y plus 4 I. So we have to solve x and y. How will these be solved? By comparing real and real, imaginary and imaginary part. That is x plus 2 is equal to y, y y minus 3 is equal to 4. From here we get y is equal to 7, and by putting x plus 2 is equal to 7 in first equation, we get x equal to 5. Therefore 5 and 7 are the answer. Therefore we may compare real and imaginary part in both sides if two complex numbers are. Now, remember that equality may stand, but inequality in complex number does not stand. That means if there are two complex numbers, 3 plus 4i and 6 plus 8i, if we say that z1 is equal to 3 plus 4i and z2 we say 6 plus 8i, z2 is not greater than z1, neither z1 is greater than z2 or nor z2 is greater than z1. However, it seems that z2 may be greater but not. As there is no comparison, we can't compare two complex numbers. Whenever there is any inequality between two numbers, you must stand these are real numbers, nothing else. Now, we consider the operations. First of all, summation of complex numbers. Suppose z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1, z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, z1 plus z2 will be, we may add up real to real plus imaginary to imaginary. That is quite simple. For example, z1 is equal to 2 minus 3i and z2 is equal to 5 plus 6i. Now, z1 plus z2 is equal to 2 plus 5 minus 3i plus 6i. We have simplified, added, that is 7 plus 3i. That is quite simple. After addition, 7 is the real part and 3 is the imaginary. Similarly, we get subtraction of the numbers. z1 minus z2 is equal to x1 minus x2, real to real, plus iy1. Conventionally, I have taken z1 is equal to x1 plus i1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2. Now, for example, z1 is equal to 7 minus 5i and z2 is equal to 3 minus 8i. So, what we get? z1 minus z2 is equal to 7 minus 3 minus 5i minus 8i. That is 4 plus 3i. That is 4. There is no problem. Now, what properties they have? In addition, we may consider z1 plus z2 is equal to z2 plus z1. That is commutative. Commutative property. Z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to z1 plus z2. You might be knowing that is associative. We have already studied up to 10th class associative property. The same property which are applicable to number system. These are two properties I am just telling here. Now, I am taking multiplication of two complex numbers. Say again z1 is equal to x1 plus i by 1 and z2 is equal to, in general you will treat, I am not going to describe Z1 and Z2 again and again. Just be understood when I write Z1, that means this, and Z2 is equal to this, that is conventional. If data are not given. Now Z1, Z2 is equal to x1 plus y1 into x2 plus y2. That is multiplied by x1 to this, x1, x2, as earlier we have done in algebra. I x1 y2 plus I y1 x2 plus I y1 into I y2. That is x1 x2 plus I x1 y2 plus I y1 x2 plus I into I, that is minus 1, as we have already studied, into y1 y2. So that is real number. That is real number. So arranging real and imaginary parts. That is x1, x2 minus y1, y2 are two real. Two terms are in real part, while there are two terms in imaginary part, x1, y2 plus y1, x2. That is the multiplication. Now, property of multiplication. Same, these are applicable into number system. That is Z1, Z2 is equal to Z2, Z1. That means commutative property. Z1, Z2 into Z3 is equal to Z1, Z2, Z3. That is associated. And Z1, Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1, Z2 plus Z1, Z3. That is distributive property. You may apply that. Now, I take example. Let Z1 is equal to 2 minus 3i and Z2 is equal to 3 plus 2i. If we multiply, Z1, Z2 is equal to 2 minus 3i into 3 minus 2i. That will be 2 into 3 minus 4i minus 9i plus 6i square. That is 6 minus 13i minus 6. I square means minus 1. That cancels this minus 13. There is no real part. Now, there is some definition. When in complex number, if real part is 0, that is x is equal to 0, that will be of the form IY, form लिया जाएगी आपकी, and that is called pure imaginary, pure imaginary. Now, if in some of the cases, if you get y is equal to 0, that means imaginary part is 0. That is purely real. number is purely real. Purely imaginary or purely real. These are the numbers. Up, we have already used real numbers. These are called purely real numbers. Just like 2.3, root 3, these are purely real. Now, 0. In what family? Either it is purely imaginary or purely real. What would say? Neither it comes under imaginary or purely real. This may be purely imaginary as there is a number 0 I stands as well as 0 stands. 0 I is also 0. Therefore, sometimes 0 may be treated in imaginary numbers. However, that is an integer and that comes under real. That is purely real. So, 0 is something different from others. Sometimes 0 may be treated in imaginary number, but in general we consider in pure. Now, I will take some more criteria. Say z is equal to x plus iy and say z dash. I write z dash x minus iy. That means imaginary part is negative of the formula. That is called, that complex number is called conjugate of z. And we represent by dash or z bar or sometimes z. For example, if z is equal to 4 plus 3i and z dash or z bar or zc will be 4 minus 3. Remember, we have to make the sign opposite of what is imaginary, not real. If I write z is equal to 3 plus 4, 3i plus 4, so z conjugate will be minus 3i. Real part will not change. What happens if you add these two numbers, and that means z plus z conjugate is equal to 2x, that is twice pure real, twice real part. In short, we write like this. रियल पार्ट को हम ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, z माइनस z कॉन्जुगेट इज इक्वल टू ट्वाइस आई पाई. दैट मीन्स ट्वाइस इमेजिनरी पार्ट ऑफ z इनटू आई. आई लगाना ना भूलिए. डोंट फॉरगेट टू राइट आई टू मेक इट imaginary number. That is a serious fault. Now, product of conjugate, if we consider z conjugate will be x square minus I by whole square. A square minus b square formula. That means x square minus I square y square. That means x square is y square. That means real z whole square plus imaginary z whole square. That will also be real. Remember that sum of complex number and its conjugate will be real as well as product of any complex number and conjugate will be real. You have all the formula on tips. That's all.